Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to another
Brad and Nancy Drive-In Movie Review.
What did we see, Nancy?
We saw on Netflix American Primeval, a miniseries.
Yes. Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And
not for the lighthearted.
Trying to remember if there was any actors that we should know in there. Nobody jumps out at me. But Primeval is a really good name for this. This thing starts out, we'll just say starts out with a bang.
Yes.
And it never lets up. I mean, it was intense all the way, wasn't it?
Yes.
And it's that whole thing about the West and how dangerous it was.
Yes.
And then you had the Mormons in there.
Yeah.
And it was up in Utah, right?
Right. So basically it was in the Utah territory there, the Mormons had taken over an area of land and they were very protective
Very
of it.
militant, yeah.
But also, you had
Indians.
opposing factors. So you had the Indians and then you had people coming through as well. So they were, and I don't really know how true this is. I'd really love to check out the actual history, but it seems plausible. But they were portrayed, the Mormons were portrayed as pretty vicious in protecting their territory and gaining more territory. And the American Primeval part, you kind of looked at that whole development of the West, but also the main storyline was about this woman who was from the East, from Boston, I think, and she was on the run with her young son. And she, to look at her, she was very high society. You never know that she was on the run. So she was trying to get to someplace out west, and she had to find a guide to take her through this territory. And while she was getting through, the place where she was encamped was attacked by the Mormon army. And so that's kind of how it starts, pretty vicious. And so the two lines of the story is there's the whole thing that what's happening with the territory for the Mormons and their fight against the U.S. soldiers, and also her quest to try and get to where she was going to run away from the law. But there were bounty hunters chasing her, and so it was just it wasn't really a complicated story, but it was excellent story.
Very well done.
A lot of weaving and well acted too.
Well, do you have the rating?
I do. Can you guess what my rating will be?
I think I can guess,
Okay.
but we won't guess right. We'll just say 3, 2, 1, 9. Another great one.
Another great one. We've been watching some good ones. We hope you get to too.